Good morning, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey, and it is Monday. I was trying to straighten my camera up. Now I need to move it a tiny bit. We'll see if that helps. It's still there, so let's push it a little more. There we go. The little handle on my camera stand sometimes gets caught in the camera view. Good morning, Karen. Thanks for joining us. And Marge, my goodness, we got lots of people today. I think I said that we were going to make a modern card, and I guess it's kind of modern, but it's actually retro. When I was looking at it earlier, I thought this is actually retro. So modern, retro, whatever you want to call it, it's kind of just fun, and it's different from red and green, traditional Christmas, and sometimes we need change in our life, don't we? I had been seeing this in the catalog. It's called Spruced Up, and it's in the mini catalog. And I kind of wanted it, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted it. And then I entered a card contest, and I won this as the prize for the contest. So it was great that I didn't already own it. So I guess it's worth it when people say, you know, enter your card, you might win something. So it's called Spruced Up, and it has these dies that go with it. They're very graphic, and you can do them with foils, which I think I'm going to try, or you can do them with stamping and coloring, or we can use, you know, these retro colors and just do the die cutting stamping. And that's what we're going to kind of do today. So I have just a little bit of my in color paper left. I just don't have very much of it left. I'm going to have to order some more. And so I wanted to use that. And I'm going to show you one of the cards I made as a sample, and then we'll talk about how I'll show you how I made it. So this is the die cut with the little trees and the stars, and then I just added some rhinestones. So it's very, very retro graphic kind of card. And I did use, this is Tahitian Tide, I believe, and for this one, that's the only, Parakeet Party, I used that for my in colors. So we're just going to make this in a different color palette and see how that turns out. Hi Sandy and Leanne, Claudia, thanks for joining us today. So the color palette we're going to do for this card, we're going to use the Orchid Oasis and Parakeet Party and Tahitian Tide. So we've got all three in colors here. And the cool thing about this set is you get two cards. By making one card, you get two cards. I hope that makes sense. So we'll go ahead and you'll see how that works. So that kind of doubles it saves your time and energy. You get two cards as you're making one. So this is 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and this is 6. Oh shoot. I don't remember, and I don't have a ruler here. I don't know how my ruler got on the other side of the room. Oh, so it's 8. So this is 4 1/4 by 8, scored at 5 1/2. So that's not hard. And then we're going to layer our Parakeet Party on here. guess these cards would be good for all your friends from the 70s, if we lived through those times. Or your friends that like retro colors. Alright, so we've started that, but we need to do some stamping first. So we're going to take a basic white. It is 4 by 2 3/4. And we're going to stamp Merry Christmas at the bottom and in 2 different colors. And since I want it straight, I'm going to use my Stamparatus. Because there's no way I could stamp this straight freehand. Maybe some people can, but not me. So this, I've kind of lined this up. I put a little pencil mark there to help me know where to put my paper. I know they do those grid marks for me, but I don't know. Now we need to decide what colors we're going to use. Let's see. I guess I'll use the 2 Tahitian Tide and Orchid Oasis. Or should I use the green? Maybe, yeah, maybe we need a little green for Christmas, so we use Parakeet Party. So I think we'll do the Christmas in Orchid. You guys could be telling me the colors, and then I wouldn't have to think. And we're gonna ink that up, and wish I should have gotten an ink spot for this. That's nice though. And now we'll do the Parakeet Party with green. On Merry. A green Merry Christmas. It's kind of cool how it's 2 different fonts also. Well, let's go ahead and do our second card. While we've got this all inked up, and we're not having to switch colors. Do Orchid first. I really should be using my Stamparatus more often because I'm just sometimes not the best stamper. I had misplaced my grid paper, you know, since moving downstairs. So I found it this morning. I figured it had to be somewhere logical, and I found it. So we can put this away, and we'll clean that up later. You can just run that under the sink if we decide to do that. Now we'll put our colors away, and now we're going to mount these on Tahitian Tide. And get 2 done at one time is great. There we go. So it is a beautiful day here today. We already got our walk in this morning. That was nice. You know, everybody in Colorado has a dog. Some people have 3 or 4 dogs. or 5 or 6 dogs. It's crazy. We don't have any dogs. But when we walk, they bark a lot. This morning there was a dog that he wasn't barking, but he wanted to play so bad. Robert, and I thought, well, at least he's not barking. All right, so now we need some trees. So we're going to cut, we'll do pink, orchid, and, well, we'll try a green one, and if we don't like it, we'll switch to yellow. And so we can run this through with this dye. Now, I think I tried doing 3 at one time, which was probably not the brightest thing. You can cut 2 at one time. So you can try that, but don't try to cut 3 at one time. Let's see if I can get this. If I was left-handed, I could do that. And we'll use the mini machine today. It's kind of tight with 2 pieces, but that's okay. And we'll run it back. We'll see if we end up with 2. Yeah, they cut very nicely. Now you'll see how you're going to end up with 2 cards. Since we're doing, I'm going to put a star on here. So we need some stars. So we'll run that through. Go ahead and make it worth our time. And we need a little package for the inside. Whoop, there's that little star trying to fly away. Those are little dies that will disappear on us if we're not careful. Put our stars up here. We're going to cut a package. I think one of my, no, I don't know. Well, this won't go through, so we need to trim that down. I don't have a scrap of this. I'm using the wrong sandwich. If you get, when you get your mini machine, you need to know to stagger the plates. They will, it will go through quicker for you that way. This is a great tool for if you go to scrapbooking retreats or card making retreats. You can just pop this. It'll almost fit in your pocketbook. It's so tiny. And it doesn't weigh as much as the other heavier machines do. Oh, we could have cut 2 of those, but we'll cut another one in a minute. Let's see, we've done all this cutting, so now we need to figure out what we're going to do with all these pieces. Hi Kay, thanks for joining us. The temperature is warm, Claudia. It's going to be, 80, 85 today. So it's not, but Saturday, I was looking at the calendar, you know, the weather. Whether they know what's going to happen or not, I don't, you know, I don't know if weathermen can really predict that. But it's supposed to be down to the 30s for one day. But right now it's 80. So it's kind of that in-between time. I love fall because, so now we need our trees. These look so cute. I've seen cards where people just layer them like that. And it's just so fun to see those shapes. We're just going to go simple. Let's see here. I think, and I'll do this one, this one. I don't want the Mary. I mean, I don't want green next to the Mary, so I'm wondering if I should do yellow. We'll see. It doesn't. And let's see if we just switch it here. Yeah, that works, because then the colors are. So we've got that one. We've got this one. And this one. See how we get 2 cards for the price of 1? And now we're ready to put these together. I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper here because I debated putting these on with adhesive sheets, but they're so thin, I was afraid the adhesive sheet would kind of get them out of shape. I need to try a little scrap. I don't know. But when I did this, I realized that if you get those little dots on there and kind of spread them out, but then put it on your scrap paper just to soak up any extra glue. And we'll do the 2 outside ones first. And then if we need to slide some glue underneath these with a piece of paper, we can do that later. Usually just that little bit will hold it down because they're so tiny. And this package that we just cut out, you'll be able to use that later for birthday cards. It's not necessarily a Christmas stamp or die, so this one's got different uses with the stars and the packages and snowflakes. So if you have got all that lint on it. If you have a January birthday, put some snowflakes on there. Okay, there's one. How cute is that? And now we'll do our second one. These will be easier. You don't have to worry about the skinny little edges. So did you do anything fun this weekend? Let me know. We did nothing. I don't think. I don't recall. I just told Robert the weekend went by way too fast. But we still, had a good weekend. It's time for festivals and craft fairs to start. So we might do some of those and we might not. Now we've got these stars that we cut out. We might not have we don't have any green ones. So let's quickly cut out a couple green stars. We need 2 greens and looks like we need 1 more blue. I can do that. We'll quickly. We'll just run that through. And give me a second here for this, and we'll just pop these in. The machine. They're pretty tiny little stars. Uh-oh. I heard a die fall. We'll find it. So, I know what happened this weekend. I was supposed to go to a quilt show with my neighbor, and then she didn't feel well. I didn't want to go by myself, so I just stayed home and made cards. And we don't have any of these. Look at that. We'll have to cut those. The orchard color. We'll do that. I'm not looking at my color palette. I told Robert, though, not going to the quilt show saved me money because I would have wanted to buy some fabric, and I don't really have time. So that worked out good, didn't it? All right, then we get rid of these pink. No, we need the pink. We get rid of the blue. That's where we're mixed up. So we'll save those for another card. So let's see how we're going to spread these out. We can do them any way we want. Nope, not that one. That won't work. Obviously, I'm asleep this morning still. I need purple here. I think that'll work. So I can do the same on this one. We'll do that before we forget what we're doing. Could use a glue dot here, but I think this little touch of Tombow will be fine. And oh, you know what would be really pretty is those adhesive stars that we have would be pretty on this too. They're kind of shimmery. I'll have to try one on another card. Or any bling that you own. That's all you need is some bling. And then we'll let that dry for a minute while we put the rest of our card together. So we have our card base. We need a sentiment on the inside. So I've got a piece of basic white. And we're going to just lay that there because if we stamp it crooked, we don't want to have to take it apart. And now we'll put this here so I'll know where to stamp because I don't want it to peek out from my edge. So I'll just put a little dot there. Of course you need this, Claudia. I think this set is really kind of cute, and this is such a simple layout. I mean, I debated a stair step or fancy fold, but this one, I just have always liked this. as far as it goes for a layout. All right, so we've got the sentiment here. It says Merry Christmas, may it be yours this holiday season. And I'll stamp that with the Orchid Oasis. That is the hardest word for me. They need to change it. I can't remember orchid. Good grief. It's a tongue twister. Let's see if we can get this straight. I bet, you know, it's got so many different trees. I'm thinking you could use it for January, like I said, birthdays and stuff. There's some trees that are not really too Christmassy. And then there's candy canes and snowflakes, lots of images here, and some Christmas lights. A string of Christmas lights. There we go. So lots of things that you can mix and match with these dies and stamps. Get rid of that tiny little pencil mark. And we're just about done here. Let me go ahead and put this on the inside. Well, hi Kelly, thanks for joining us today. They are cute trees, aren't they? You know, it's like almost kindergarten trees. But that's okay. I like them. An enabler, you know, I'm just spreading joy, Claudia. That's all. That's what stamping does. It spreads joy. It brings us joy. All right, now we need a little voting here. I pulled out 2 ribbons. Oh, I know, we could do one of each. Decide which one we like the best. Do we want to put the Parakeet Party on here? Or do we want the... I'm going to vote Orchid. I think it's brighter and cheerier. We'll use Parakeet Party on something else. So I wrapped it around twice. This thread or ribbon is kind of thin, and I wanted it to have a little oomph. So we'll cut 2 of those. Making 2 cards at one time. Somebody in my family is going to be happy with that. And we'll wrap this around. I might have cut way too much, but we'll see. Let's hope we cut enough. Yeah, we did. Could make a super fluffy, let's see, bow. I really love these reversible, is that what they're called? Backwards tweezers. I don't always have somebody around to hold my ribbons for me. And that works. Now if you want to snuggle a glue dot under there to hold that bow, I usually do that. Just so when it comes out of the envelope, it doesn't pull the ribbon out. Sometimes that happens. I've gotten cards with, I'm pulling it out of the envelope and I untie the bow. So if you snug a little glue dot under there, that'll help. So that's 1. And we'll do the second one. So is it still hot in Georgia or in North Carolina? You went to Taste of Henry? That's fun. I've always wanted to do that, Cindy. It just never worked out that we were around or the weather was nice. Or Taste of Clayton, all of those are kind of fun to do. We need tape. We actually have one in November here, so there we go. And it's okay, your ribbon can kind of be twisty there. It doesn't matter, I don't think. All right, now we're ready to put this on, and I'm going to put it on with dimensionals. Just remember that you don't want to go past the edge of your little flap there. This is just like one of those cards that somebody will think you spent a lot of time on, and you really didn't. And it's just an easy, fun fold. I like the easy button. Oh, I'm glad it's cooler, Sandy. I just don't like, I like summer for a while, but then I'm ready for it to go away. You just kind of want to eyeball your side there. Okay, that's one. Now this image or element, whatever stamp set you're using, you can change the size of that. Could be a little bit larger, a little bit smaller. Even though I told you the measurements of this one, it fits these dies, it might not fit whatever card you're trying to make today. Try it today and post one. I'd love to see what you make. Now let's add some bling. I just went with simple rhinestones. I couldn't decide, you know, if I wanted to use thin color dots or but I just thought, well, rhinestones are always, diamonds are always in style, aren't they? So we'll just do the diamonds. We need to add our little present to the inside. And let's see what we can, let's add little triangle kind of pattern here, so we know the first one and the last one can be the same, and the one in the middle will be different. Be the opposite. One. We'll just sparkle these up too. And let's see, there we go. We are just about through here. Now, of course, if you like bling, you can add more bling on there. Now we've got a package. We only cut one package, so we'll do it on this card, and then I'll cut another one later. There's some stamps. You could do a stamped package if you wanted rather than a die cut. Oh, look at that. That's the wrong. No, we can use this color. It's okay. Because these are all in colors. We'll dab that off a little bit. And these are nice and bright anyway, so it might hurt your eyes bright. There we go. Now let's ooh and ah and admire our stamps, our cards. Just trying to put the take a pick tool on my glue. That's my brain today. So we've got lots of different color choices. They all came out cute, didn't they? I love them. I'm going to put a glue dot there. And then which one's your favorite? I kind of like this one. It is so bright and cheery. I'm not sure. Let's tie this nice and tight. But they're all cute, so I don't know. If you have not signed up for World Card Making Day, you want to do that. I have the link on my Facebook page. I'll repost it. Even if you can't attend, I think for us it's like 2 to 4, so that means it's 4 to 6 or something like. Depending. If you sign up for it, you'll get the replay, and you'll get the PDF of the directions for the cards. So if you don't sign up for it, you won't get anything. And it's free. It's a fun time for, you know, just to watch some people do stamping demonstrations. That I don't know if they're going to have prizes or not, but they might. So you want to sign up for World Card Making Day, which is this coming Saturday, October 1st. And there might even be an after party on World Card Making Day. So just a little hint there, just in case you're interested. All right, here's our 3 cards. Thanks for joining me today on this pretty Monday. If you'd make a card with this fold today, post it on my page and share it, and so we can see what creativity you've come up with. And I will see you next time. Bye.